All right, we're ready to create our curb wall. I should also point out that with this subregion, what happens here is if I actually pick this topo surface, so I keep picking the crop region, if I pick the main topo surface and I say edit surface and I add points in here and I change the terrain by adding points around here, okay, escape, escape, or even if I pick a point, let me just pick modify here. If I pick a point and change the elevation, okay, it's going to change and include this object. This object will still follow the contours of the main topo surface, okay, because it's a subregion. Okay, I'm just going to cancel out of this by picking back on here and canceling out. If you create a split surface, you can do the same thing, but then it becomes an independent object. If I add a berm or something running through here, this subregion will go up and down and follow that contour because it is a subregion. Okay, so now let's create a new wall type. Now the other thing is I also want to know when I place it the height of it. But for now, what we want to do is just create a new wall type. Okay, so we can actually go right down to here, to families, go down to walls, and see what we have. We don't have to start the wall command to get a wall. We can just click on here. There's basic walls, curtain walls, and stacked walls. Most of the walls we use are basic walls. We did use a curtain wall. And inside of here, there's all our wall types. So when we go up here and pick our wall tool by picking wall, these are our options. So let's just have a look here before the fact and say, well, we want about an 8-inch concrete wall. So let's just take this generic 8-inch. I'm going to double click on it and it opens up my type properties. I'm going to go straight in here and duplicate and call this 8-inch curb. Okay. Now, the properties in here don't define the top and bottom of the wall. This defines the wall width, the material, etc. We set the top and bottom as instance parameters. These are type parameters. So let's look at the structure. It's 8 inches, which is good. We're going to go in here and pick our material. We're going to go in materials and we're going to say cast in place concrete. Perfect. Hit OK. That's done. So we're going to get the effect on here. Okay, 8 inches is good. Hit OK. Hit OK. That's it. We now have an 8-inch curb wall. Now, let's go over to here and let's check our heights for our instance properties. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Let's go back to our sections. Let's pick any section in here. Section 1. Okay, so think about it. There's our grade. There's top of main at 0. So we want our curb to be, about around here somewhere. So we want it to go from top of main, say minus, 4 feet at the bottom to top of main minus 18 inches. Okay, we'll just try that out. So watch. Let's go to our site plan. We'll start our wall tool. Wall. Go pick our 8-inch curb off of here. There it is. Okay, now here we go. Top of main minus, let's go minus 3'6". Okay, unconnected height of, well, maybe we'll just go unconnected height. No, I want to connect it to the top of my main floor. So I'm going to go up to the main floor minus 18 inches, which means it's basically a 2-foot wall. It's doing the math for me. Okay, good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, let's set it to be not the wall center line. Let's go to finish face exterior. There's only one material, and so finish face exterior is really the same as core face. Let's go core face exterior. And now let's just draw a line, and we can't snap to this here. So I think I'm going to go back and switch this to be centered, wall center line. And then I'm going to just draw right on top of this. I don't have to worry too much about it. So I'm going to go around and trace. Now I'm going to do them all. And if it's the wrong height, I can go back and change them all at the same time. Okay? So I'm just basically tracing around my curve here. That's all I'm doing. Okay, now escape, continue. I've got my chain turned on, which is why I can go from end to end here. And of course, they're just walls, so they're going to fillet and trim with each other. Okay. Can I offset them? Let's try it. Let's go offset 8 feet. Other side, do it. Watch which side your mouse is on here. You have to be careful. It might offset to the wrong side. Okay. Good. Trim, fillet. Okay. Looking good. The sight stuff is fun, and it really kind of fills out really quickly. Okay. Let's draw another one. Pick on here and say create similar. Give me one of these. I don't know what it is or what the heights are. Oh, now as I'm drawing this, let's do this. I don't know where that main floor is. Can we switch to wireframe? There we go. Switch to wireframe, and that way I can pull it right up to there. Escape, escape. Pick on this wall. Pull it up. Oh, too far. There we go. Back to hidden line. Or shaded. Sure. Okay, there's my curbs. Okay, let's go to my nominal 3D view. Not too bad. Okay, we might have to stretch this out a little bit because I'm pretty sure my angle is going to be, you might see that. So let's go to my site plan again. Okay, I've got to take my crop region here and make this a little bit bigger because my camera angle is going to be here and I'm going to catch this. So I'm going to go in here and say edit the boundary of this, and I'm going to pull it down there. Finish. Now I'm going to grab this wall. Okay, escape, escape, hover, pick, grip it, use your shift key to keep it nice and straight. Use your tab button if you have to grab the wall, drag it down. There we go. Now I can take this crop region and pull it back now. I don't need to see all of that. But the fact is, in the true 3D view, I'm going to put my reflection pond here. So if I go to my site plan, in fact, to create the camera view I'm going to really want, I'm going to need to be way back here to catch all of that. Let's try one. 3D view, camera. Let's say I want to be about right here because that reflection pond is going to be right in there. Okay, want to go way back because we're going to have trees behind there and everything. Click. There we go. See, now I can pull this up. Okay, SD on the keyboard. Okay, there's my curb. Curb looks a little high. Okay, so that's not a problem. There's going to be our reflection pond, and we'll be able to kind of trim this up and render it. So let's go back to our site plan. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to hover, tab, click. That grabs all of those. Now I'm going to hover over this one, tab, and then control click. There we go. There's all my walls, and the problem is they're coming up too high. So I'm going to say top offset is -1 foot, another 4 inches down, so 1 foot 10. Let's go almost -2 feet. Let's try that. Okay, hit apply. Okay, now let's go to my 3D view, and my curb has gotten a little bit lower. Okay, hover, tab, click, hover, tab, control, click. Let's try it again. Sorry, that didn't do anything. -2 feet. Minus. There we go. That looks better. And you can see that this is not following that because these walls are straight. Okay, click out. If I wanted to follow that, I could go in here and say edit profile, and then I could, take this and change this to come down here, something like that. Delete this, offset, this by maybe 4 feet. Too much. 1 foot 6. There we go. Escape, escape. Do my trim. Editing the profile of that is basically what I'm doing, and that's good. So I could have that follow that grade by editing the profile. So there is my curb going around, and it's got concrete material. If you don't like that height, you can go in and change it again by just selecting them and then play with these properties. All right, let's have a look at our 3D camera view we created. Not too bad.